Welcome everybody to today's video. We're going to be going over today what basic equipment you need to draw. And we're going to be talking about drawing with graphite pencils. So hopefully you'll find this video useful. Just give it a thumbs up if you like it, subscribe down below, and also all the products I'm going to be showing will be linked in the description below. So enjoy the video. Let me know if there's something else you'd like to see. Maybe there's something that you would recommend to a beginning artist to have. Definitely put it in the comment section below. So let's go ahead and get started. Well, to draw, the first thing you're going to need is just basically a pencil and paper. Don't overthink it. Maybe you don't have a lot of money or you don't have resources around you in order to get art equipment. All you need is a pencil and paper. It can be just a basic number 2 pencil or a mechanical pencil, and get some copy paper, and that's it. And you're good to go, and a ruler. You're set. To go beyond just a pencil and paper, what other items will you need? Well, the items that I'm going to recommend for any beginner artist is, yes, a pencil and paper is first. The next thing you want to get are erasers. These are Staedtler Mars plastic vinyl erasers. These will, and this one is Factus plastic eraser. You get you wipe out a bigger area with this one than with this one. The cool thing about these is they don't really leave that much residue behind. Also, with regular number 2 pencils, the eraser on the end has a little bit of abrasives in it, so it'll start tearing up your paper. So definitely get one of these vinyl erasers. It'll extend the life of your paper and it won't eat through as you are constantly erasing mistakes like I do, and it starts making the paper kind of feather out. The next eraser you're going to need is a kneaded eraser, K-N-E-A-D-E-D, a kneaded eraser. And the cool thing about this is it's pliable, and this will erase pencil marks, but also it can be shaped to erase like within little nooks and crannies, or if you're getting very detailed, you can kind of get a point to it. But the cool thing about this is, say with your pencil, you make too dark of a line mark. You like the line mark, but it's too light. Well, you can actually use this eraser and just kind of dab it on that line mark and it'll lighten it up. So the next thing you're going to need is a T-square. I would get a 18-inch. That's what this one is. 24-inch is going to be too long, especially if you're working at a dinner table and you have your drawing board. If you're having to hook the T-square this way, the 24-inch is going to kind of dig into your stomach. So yeah, 18 inches is good enough when you're starting out. So I definitely would get one of those, get a metal one, and yeah, you'll be good to go. Again, all the materials that I'm recommending will be linked in the description below. So if you like this content and want to see more like this and more help videos and more instructional videos, definitely use the links below. It'll help support this channel to allow me to get more equipment to review for you guys and to demo for you guys. So T-square, definitely top item. The next item you're going to get is a pencil sharpener and some pencils, some drawing pencils. These are Tombow drawing pencils. These are really good. The other ones you can get are Staedtler. These are a great student grade pencil. They're a little bit more inexpensive than these. So these are great to start out with. These are awesome as well. They're like butter. They're great. Again, nobody's sponsoring this video. I just really like these. But as just starting out, these Staedtler, or again, a number 2 pencil, or the turquoise, I forget what the turquoise one is with the metal cap at the top. That's a great student pencil, great pencils to start out with. The other thing you're going to need is just a basic sharpener, and you'll be set in that area. Next, what you are going to need are some rulers. You can get wooden rulers, you can get metal rulers, you can get these plastic rulers that are see-through and have these little cross-hatching marks on it to measure 1/8 of an inch. I think it's eighths, yes, 1/8 of an inch. And these are great, especially if you want to see through as you're drawing your line. And then also you're going to want to get some triangles. You'll want to get some 45 degrees, and I forget what degree this is, but there's 2 in a set, and the links will be in the description below. These are all helpful. You use these on the, you'll put these on the T-square and slide it around on your drawing where you need. So if your T-square is going this way and this is set on top of it, you can draw your line this way, or you can go over here, or you can draw your line this way, however you want to do it. You definitely just want a wooden or metal regular ruler, either 12 inches or 18 inches. These are great. You want something with an edge on it, with a kind of a lip or an edge that goes up, because when you ink, if it's flat like this one and you ink against it, the ink will suck underneath the ruler. It'll suck underneath the ruler to the paper, and then when you lift it up, it'll smear. Whereas this one with the curled edge, you run your pen against this area, and even though the ink is going to get on here, it won't mess up your drawing. So definitely have a ruler that has kind of a lip to it, and you'll be good. So the final items that you're going to need are, you're going to need some tissue paper, because you're going to be crying a lot because the drawings are so hard to make. No, you'll need tissue paper for shading. You'll get a piece of tissue paper and you'll kind of roll it up into like a little point, and then you'll make your shading or your smudges, or if you just want to feather something out. And that's a great way to do some shading, or to feather pencil marks out, or to soften an edge. That's a great way to do that. You're going to need some sandpaper to sharpen your pencil as well. Some artists, they don't just use a regular pencil sharpener. They'll actually use a razor blade and sharpen their pencil to get a longer piece of lead out, so that they can make larger, as opposed to making a mark with the tip of your pencil, they'll make the exposed lead about an inch and a half, so they can make a mark like that big across their paper. So how they do that is they will sharpen the pencil with the razor. They'll cut away the wood on the pencil, and then they'll sharpen the lead with this. So sandpaper is good to get. And then finally, another eraser that you can get once you get the basics is this cool little kind of retractable eraser. It's great to get smaller areas that you don't need, if you don't need to blow away like whole areas of drawings, but you just want to get a smaller area. This is great to do that with. The other thing you're going to need is a drawing board. I think they're 19 by 24. I'll leave a link in the description below to the one that I use. They're great because you clip your drawing pad up against it, you lean it against the table, and you just start drawing. So you're definitely going to need that. So once you got your rulers and your pencils and your erasers and your squares and everything else, the next thing you're going to need is paper. What I recommend is Strathmore 400 paper, the smooth texture paper. You can either get an 18 by 24 paper pad, or you can get, I think, a 9 by 12. That's great to start out with. If you can't get that, just some copy paper. That's great. I use that as well. I'll take a stack of copy paper around with me on a small little clipboard, and I'll go outside and I'll draw. So that's also a great thing to have as well. If there's anything that you think that I'm missing on this list, definitely put it in the comments below. I want to hear from everybody. The idea of this video is to help you guys save money, and not to think that you need the latest and greatest to start drawing. So everybody, I hope this video helped you. Again, leave any comments below to ideas that you'd like to see, and we'll see you in the next video. Have a great week.